Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Adira and I wear many hats. One of those is that I'm a science teacher in Brooklyn for high schoolers, yes. I'm a mom, a wife, and I am starting my small business. So these videos I'm going to be posting are just to share the day-to-day minutia of what I do. So you'll see videos of me doing my journaling, planning my journals, like doing a journal setup. You will see me posting about what I do to run my small business. That's a whole story. And sometimes I'll post really zen videos of me doing art and the steps I take. And I just want you guys to enjoy. And we're building this community together. We're highlighting our moments, the ones that bring us joy, and that's just what we are here for. So enjoy the video and like and subscribe and leave some comments. Positivity, please. Also, I believe in authenticity, and I do not have any fancy gizmo gadget doing videos. I use my regular old Samsung phone. I do it myself. My kids help with the editing, and you'll hear their voices ever so often and their input, because that's just how we are. And what you're seeing is my raw life. This is it. This is parts of it. So you're seeing parts of those. If you're expecting to see those nice, well-polished videos, sorry to say, this is not the place. This is authentic me. So you can love it, hate it, but that's what you're going to get. So yeah, let's get to the video. Hello. I'm setting up my July spread. I do my journals a little bit differently. This is a really big journal. I think it's a A4. It's something, one of those big sizes. It's really big. But I'll link it somewhere. But I'm a teacher, so the usual way of doing things that I've seen others do didn't work for me. So I decided to just branch out and just do things my way. And I don't normally have a scheme. I just work with what moves me, and in terms of color. I try to keep the color scheme the same, but I started this one in April of this year, so I have April, May, June. It's almost done, so I'm going to do July. So how I do mine is one page is for one day, but because I'm a teacher and I have days off and holidays, I would consolidate multiple days on one page. So like this is Friday, Saturday, this is on one page. This is the end of the year, so we weren't like teaching lessons, we were more like closing out or proctoring or grading exams. So I'll have like individual squares for each day. I did the same thing for here, like that's reflected for those couple of days. So it works for me to do the one page a day. But I was gonna start here. I have a bunch of stickers and paraphernalia that I like. I have some stuff in the back here. I don't know if I might use them or not, but they're still young. I'll keep these stuff here. Not sure what these are. Oh, these are like fonts I printed out, different fonts. But anywho, so get started. I got these off online. I just printed them and shrunk them down. So this is gonna go on one page. So the good thing with this is that there is no subcolor. And this calendar is just gray. So I'm pretty free to use whatever colors I want. Travel case. This is what I travel with. So last month I was using these stickers, almost done. I love them. So when I finish them up for June, I could keep them for something else. Who knows? And then these I was using these washi tape color sets for June. So these muted colors, they won't be too dark?
Remember, it's unpaused, by the way.
Huh?
It's unpaused.
Okay, that's fine. We can edit. Do you want me to use this one?
Maybe for pop.
For pop?
If you're going to show something to the camera, put it right here.
Yeah. I know. So which one do you want me to? This is too folly. You got these. You don't. Which one do you want to use for pop? This is all like moss and green stuff. Mushrooms? Oh, okay. So these? Alright. So we're not using any cats. Okay.
That's overrated.
I agree. Dogs are better.
Yeah. Oh, my.
So the jury came back and they said I'm using these 3 colors, markers, these 3 washi tape, and these pet tape. So my July setup is going to look something like this. And by jury, I mean the kids. So let's see what we can do.
No.
Let's see what this one looks like. Can I get one?
Huh?
Can I get one?
Get one what?
Oh, your chisel sticks.
Chisel sticks.
Oh. These are kiss cups.
These?
is very pretty.
Yeah.
And this case cut too. Okay. Can I get one more?
Sure. I'm gonna try the little. Oh, sorry.
Still like candy. Another kiss cut item. What about these? Okay. Good choice. Alright, so we sped up this so you can, because it's long and tedious part. So normally on my bullet journal each month, I track 4 things. So what you see me cutting out right now, that is my tracker. So I just make it into this circular thing, and then at the end I put the dates at the top, the matches of the month, and then I put an X on the days I did those things. I'm also testing out the color swatches to see how vibrant they are, and so I can have an idea of how light or how much pressure I need to use to put on the colors on the paper. So I like bullet journaling. 2 of the well, not 2, but a few of them that as I can remember off the top of my head, that I follow and just love watching is Erin Smith and Jashi Corrin. I'll leave their YouTube handles in the description. Check them out. And they make such beautiful spreads, and it works for them, and sometimes I get inspiration from how they do their spreads. But they're really good. And there's another one, but I'll put their links in the description below. So also I have a bucket list in the front where I would write down goals that I have for the month, and hopefully they get crossed off as time goes. So far they've been doing pretty good crossing them out and getting them done for the most part. If I don't get it done, I'm not too hung up about it, and I don't get too obsessed with it, so it is what it is. Yeah, and I like using my pet tape. I have a whole bunch of pet tape, so I'm using the one with the moss right now. That goes well with the theme. It's very summery, July, and plus that was a month where I was going camping, so camping in the great Canadian outback. It was fun, it was interesting. But yeah, and adding some decor here. Here I'm going through the paraphernalia, like the ephemera papers that I have collected, a whole bunch. Amazon is a very good place to shop for these things, but I was looking for colors that matched the markers that I was using, so things in muted green, yellow, and this rose pink color. So I was sorting those out and finding ones that I think match the mood of how I was feeling for this particular spread. I ended up settling on a few. Those small ones you see me taking out right now. A few of those small ones were really cute and I like them, and I like playing around with textures and colors and patterns. I'm very textury in my art. I love playing around and experimenting with how textures look and feel and how they play against themselves. So that's something I do a lot in my art as well as in my bullet journaling. I know it's mine. I'm one seeing it, so it makes me happy, you know. Oh, that small little center paper with the writing on it, at the beginning I always put a quote that speaks to me and, you know, sets the mood for the month in a way. It's a kind of reaffirming values and beliefs and just, you know, yourself in a sense. Here I begin to fill up like important dates for July. So mostly things like picnic dates or days I have hanging out with friends, or even trips that I have upcoming at the end of July, things like that. If I have a play date, if my kids have a play date or they want to hang out with a friend or something, that I put that in that calendar. And then I'm here filling in my bucket list for July. And yeah, it would be interesting. Let's see, did I fulfill the bucket list for July? Maybe. Let's see, if memories, I have to turn another book right here. I did some of it was to complete 2 chapters of the book I'm writing, which didn't happen, so that wasn't done. Another was to do 4 final prints, which I did 4 bookmarks and 2 product sets, so those were done. So I had 4 out of the bucket lists. That was done. Not too shabby. I ain't mad at it. I mentioned before, because I am not actively teaching, I'm on holiday vacation, summer holidays. I don't use one page per day, so I break up the pages in 2 days because I have a more relaxed structure during the summertime. I mostly have just do a to-do list and write down my reflection at the end of the day, how the day went, things like that. So you would see me have little lines or boxes around that the side. Later on in the video, you're gonna see that, and I just put my to-dos that I have to do that day that I have put for myself, and a reflection of the day after. So that's how I use it, and it keeps me but it keeps me very organized, and I know what to look forward to, plan my day, and be productive use, like actually can see physically a productive use of my time. So I'll come back for part 2, but here's what it looks like so far. I'm going to glue, kind of work the paper, but here we go. I'm going to fill in the rest of this. For here, my bucket list. So it's just a flip through, so all the days look the same, and if anything I travel, I have a travel journal. I might do a video showing my travel journal, but yeah, that's what July looks like. So thanks for watching, and as always, big up on yourself and stay blessed. See you on the next. Bye.